Hey guys, welcome back to 50 Shades of Clay. My name is Shazone. I forgot my name for a second. But today is going to be a little bit of a different episode in terms of recording. So I am going to record as long as I possibly can. The baby's down for a nap. So instead of stopping at about 15-20 minutes, I'm just going to keep going. So it'll kind of, this episode, well actually next episode will be a continuation of this episode hopefully. So I was a little confused when I logged in because I forgot that last episode we spent a lot of time caving here. We pretty much spent the entire episode exploring this, but I don't want to do that today. I want to go back up to the surface and start to work on, I think this is actually going to come out where my sheep are, or maybe not. Okay, back down we go. I want to go and work on the house a little bit, just kind of start to figure out what rooms are what, and furniture, and just start to get it a little bit more organized and pretty it I guess. I didn't really log on to have a whole lot to talk about. I was actually trying to record something different today with my computer. It was a game online, but for some reason my OBS program wasn't recording the window. It was just kind of recording like the tabs on your screen, if that makes any sense. Like if you're on a PC, I don't know how Macs necessarily work. All right, let's figure out where I am and where we're going first. Is this the way out? I constantly forget the way out. I should really do something about that. I think it's past this though. I feel like it might be up here. So I was trying to record something different for you guys today. Oh, okay, right here. For you guys today, but that didn't end up working out. So I need to fidget around my program a little bit more. Fraps won't work for this particular recording that I'm trying to do. So I really just have to use OBS, and I haven't used it in a long time. And I think I'm setting it up the proper way, but for some reason it's just not recording the full window. So I'll fidget around with that a little bit, but I do have some games I want to record for you guys, and it's raining in my house. This literally looked like when my pipes burst. This is what my kitchen looked like. Anyway, speaking of kitchens, that's what we are going to work on today. So I was thinking about flooring, and I had done some work in the Nether, which I think I'm going to do another episode on that eventually, where we go into the Nether and just gather some stuff, take a look around and whatnot. But when I went to I almost said the leather. When I went into the Nether, I found a whole bunch of quartz, which I cannot find now. Are they right in front of my face? No. Do I still have a chest out front? I don't remember if I moved that or not, but let's go find out. But I had gathered a whole bunch of... Whoa, okay. I had gathered a whole bunch of quartz, and I'm planning on using that particular material for the kitchen. And I really enjoy... There you are. Oh, I don't have much, so we may be going to the Nether today. Possibly. And that's where that Silk Touch axe will come in handy. Maybe not. But anyways, let's go and just fill up the kitchen with what we have now. We actually have to figure out what room is going to be the kitchen. Like this one, I was thinking of just being like a small storage area. There's really not much I can put in here. We also got to get some windows in this place. Here I was thinking about being a living room. Let's see what other big rooms we have. Oh, maybe not, because I think this was going to be the living room. Yeah, because I had started a couch right there and then ran out. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what room would look most kitchen-y. I feel like they're usually pretty close in front of the house. This is an enormous kitchen if I were to do that. We may have to actually... make one of these rooms a bit smaller to put a kitchen in here. Like this is too small though. I don't know, maybe we can work something out like that today. This is the furnace room. I feel like it would kind of make sense to have the furnace room next to the kitchen, so I'm thinking about bringing these walls out and kind of cutting this hallway in half, or maybe moving it over a bit. That way we can expand this room. We can take off the doors and then have a kitchen. Maybe not though, because that's a lot of work, and I kind of want to keep the home symmetrical. So you know what I think? We're going to end up taking one of these rooms, and I think we're just going to kind of like maybe put a wall here, and this will be our kitchen. I think that's actually exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to put a torch in the middle of the room so I remember which one it is, and shut the back door, and I'm going to go get some of this spruce wood so we can build up a wall very quickly, so we don't forget that we want to do that. Grab a couple. I'm sorry, oak wood. I said spruce. I meant oak. So let's go ahead and put these there, because we don't need those right now. But like I was saying, kitchens have always been one of my favorite rooms to work on, whether I'm playing The Sims or whether I'm playing Minecraft. For some reason, they're the rooms that I put the most effort into. Okay, so we'll cut this off, and maybe we can make this into like, I don't know, a guest bedroom or just like a lounge or something. I don't know. We can figure it out. And I don't have an axe. Perfect. I am so organized. Shayna, you're incredible. You're the best YouTuber ever. Oh, I know. Thank you. Great. But anyways, yeah, so I'm getting a little bit of lag here. Per usual, I do apologize as always. You know, I actually don't even think I have axe, to be honest. I have some sticks and iron in my inventory, however, so we'll just go ahead and make one. I'm not worried about using too much iron, because I have quite a supply of it downstairs. If you didn't watch the last episode, you didn't get to see all the work I did down cellar. I just kind of grinded away and chipped at like I started just kind of digging a 2 block high room that I could just walk through, and I'm gathering a lot of resources from it. So, oh goodness, okay. If you ever notice, it's funny because I'll watch my YouTube videos, you know, before I post them to make sure I don't have to make any edits or cuts or whatever. And I notice it's very bizarre, but with my microphone, it's connected to my computer, but it's actually, I'm going to check it. Okay, it's recording. Oh, I thought it said 29 minutes. I'm like, there is no way that this was 29 minutes. I record my audio on a separate program, a very, very simple program, but it's separate. I hear water dripping. Not in the game, in my house. You want to give me 1 second? I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I apologize. My faucet was dripping a little bit. I don't know why, but I guess it happens to some people. Your faucet will just kind of drip a little bit of water. But I have been so paranoid recently about water dripping and stuff. If I hear any sort of water, I kind of freak out because of my whole burst pipe situation. But this is good. We're getting some planks back, and these are always useful, especially for upstairs, because what you saw last when I showed you upstairs is still what it looks like. I haven't done any additional work on that at all. I just kind of want to work on the downstairs and get this going. So we're going to need way more quartz than this, so that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and tear up this floor, and we will take a trip to the Nether together and just grab some quartz. What was I saying before the water dripped? I honestly don't remember. That's okay. But oh god, I should have had something to talk about. I'm just gonna go ahead and work on this, and then once something interesting happens, I'll bring you guys back, and then we could talk a little bit more. Okay, it's funny. I was sitting here just tearing up this floor, and I was just thinking about like different games I really wanted to play for this channel, and as most of us do, I was watching PewDiePie play a game, and I don't remember what it was called or if he ever mentioned the actual game of it. But it's a horror game, and you have to go through like 1,000 rooms with jump scares. But the game is still in development, so they only have like 550 rooms done, I think. And I was truly debating on playing the game for this channel because it is a horror, and I really don't care for horror games, especially jump scare games. I just find no enjoyment in them at all. So I was really, really, really debating on playing the game because it didn't seem that bad. Like, yeah, there were a couple jump scares, but they were all like kawaii, like kind of like cardboard things that would like just pop up from the wall, and it wasn't very scary. And I'm like, oh, I got this. But then, as he played the game, like 3 minutes in, something started chasing him, and I'm just not okay with that. I have this like fear beyond all reason of something chasing me. I remember when I was a little girl that I used to get so freaked out and run up the stairs. Hell, I still do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get freaked out and I run up the stairs, or like I like here's my light switch, here's my bed. I like hit the light switch and like sprint to my bed and jump because I'm terrified of like something grabbing me from underneath. I don't know. I've just had this real, like, it's real fear of something following me. But let's jump into the nether. And I said leather again. You caught it. So I cannot do games that involve a monster chasing you because I have this like real fear of that. I'm just not okay with that. I panic beyond all reason, and I don't want to play the game. It freaks me out for the rest of the day. It's just not it's not fun for me. So I think I would play a horror game that's kind of just I used to play games like oh my goodness, oh yeah, I forgot I dug this down, like Masao, and oh my god, that was so close. That was really scary. Okay. I'm watching my baby monitor right now, and she's kind of stirring, so I'm not sure if she's waking up or just she's not moving anymore. So I think she's still asleep. Okay. Oh, being a parent and trying to record videos, not easy. I was playing Masao, and I played another kind of game like that where it was like kind of bad. It was like bad graphics, but it wasn't like old games. It was a newer game. Oh, I don't want to use this. Okay. I don't want to use that. It was a newer game, but it just kind of had like old time graphics. Just I don't know how to explain it. But it was more like a puzzle game. Yeah, it was horror. In the sense of, you know, it was scary. It was supposed to be scary. But it wasn't terrible, and I was able to play it without having a heart attack, and it was very puzzle-like, which I really enjoy games like that. I played Botanicula, which I still don't know if I'm pronouncing right, but I still, to this day, really enjoyed that game. And it's definitely a game I might revisit someday. I also played a couple quick games. One was called Skinny. I also played Coma. They're just, I'm just going to use this for, oh, no, I got stone. They were just like puzzle-like games. They were very calm. They were very mellow. Nothing was chasing me. They were the type of games that I really, really like. So those are the types of games that I kind of go towards. Same thing with Minecraft. It's a very mellow game. I need to turn up my brightness because I can't see anything. It was a very mellow game. There was no pressure to get it done really fast. And do I have brightness? Oh, I don't want it at moody. Bright. Is that better? Oh, okay, that's much better. That's so much better. I apologize for that. Oh, there's more quartz over here. Wasn't there? Oh, maybe that was just the fire. Whoops. Oh, yeah, I don't. Why do you gotta be all the way up there? Over the pool of lava. Oh, cool. But, those are the types of games I'm kind of looking at playing right now. I just don't like games that are kind of too fast paced, that just puts you under a lot of pressure. I don't deal with that very well. I don't enjoy those types of games. And I feel like if I'm playing a game that I can't enjoy, then you would notice that. And, you'll hear it in my commentary that I'm not enjoying the game. I don't have to say I'm not enjoying it. You'll just be able to tell. So, plus, why would I want to play a game that I'm not going to enjoy? You know what I mean? I do apologize, because I know viewers for there's a lot of viewers for zombie games and stuff. I know those are really popular, like H1N1 and Resident Evil just came out. And I don't even know if Resident Evil is technically zombie. I don't really know the backstory behind that, but it's people chasing me and trying to kill me. I'm just not, no! I'm not okay with that. All right, well, that piece of court is gone forever. So I'm a little bummed out, because obviously I won't be able to give my viewers what they want with that. And even horror games, I can't do like bad jump scares and people chasing me, so that that rules out a lot of horror games. I really enjoy stories with games with a story to it, or like I said, very, very mellow games. So we're going off on a tangent here about games I like. Whoops. And even, it's funny, because speaking of things that would like follow you and stuff, to give you an example, Zelda. I love Zelda, but I have never completed it because I was too damn scared of those things that popped out in the ground at night. No, I'm being dead serious right now. It just kind of freaked me out and made the game very unenjoyable in that aspect. I know that's a very minuscule part of the game, and that's why I played it, but I never got to finish it because I was so scared of those skeleton-like things and just the music that would come along with them. It was terrifying. It really was. My first ever video game experience actually was Resident Evil, and I never played it myself. I lied. I'm sorry. I played it once and I threw the controller at the TV. But my first experience ever, like, watching someone else play video games was not on YouTube, but it was, my brothers used to play. They used to play Grand Theft Auto all the time, and they used to play Resident Evil, like the first one, and also Tomb Raider. Those were, like, my three introduction video games, which were all significantly different than one another. Tomb Raider and Resident Evil obviously were a little bit more of like the kind of creepy and puzzly kinds of games, while Grand Theft Auto obviously was just, a lot of violence. But I've loved Lara Croft ever since Tomb Raider, but I wasn't a huge fan of playing her games because I really liked the puzzle aspect of it, like the parkour of it, and the rooms where you had to find the puzzle. But in one of her recent ones, you had to fight a T-Rex. Like, what? I don't remember those damn dinosaurs in oh god, Tomb Raider. I actually was Lara Croft a couple years back at Comic-Con, and I'm really debating on going again this year. And I was working on a World of Warcraft, which is another game I love. Types of games like that. World of Warcraft, I was planning on going as I can't remember her first name. It begins with an S, and she's a blood elf. I think it's called like Sylvana or something. Windrunner. I know that's her last name. I can't figure out her first name. But I was going to do a cosplay as her, but then I got pregnant. And I'm like, nobody wants to see no pregnant Windrunner over here. And I was due in August, so that's when the Boston Comic Con was. So I had started working on her cosplay costume long before I got pregnant. And I got the shoulder pads pretty much done. They were a little bit heavy, though, because I think I needed to redo them anyways, because they were, like, no joke, like 15 pounds each. It was, like, real armor. They were very, very heavy. And to walk around all day with that, I didn't think I could do it. So I would have had to redo it anyways. But where was it going? Oh, so I was the first year I had gone as Laura Croft, and I found a bunch of girls who were, playing as Laura Croft. That was pretty expected. I had posted something on Facebook before my first Comic-Con saying like how badly I wanted to go, because I knew it was coming up, and I wasn't planning on going. And then one of my friends said that he was going and that there were tickets still available if he wanted, if I wanted to tag along with him and his friends. So that's what I ended up doing. And this was a couple days before the actual Comic-Con that I purchased a ticket, so I had no time to actually prepare a costume, because I originally wanted to go as Riku from Kingdom Hearts, the girl, not the little blonde girl. She's really cute. I love her. I wanted to go as her, but I didn't have time to put together her outfit. So I'm thinking about if the Blood Elf costume is giving me a little bit too hard of a time, I might put together Riku's outfit for this summer. But the problem is, I don't know if my friend from the last time is still going to go, and I don't really have any like super nerdy friends that I think would go with me. And I mean, I would go alone, but it's just a little bit, I don't know, I feel like it's a little weird to go alone. Maybe not. Maybe I just need to go. But it was a ton of fun the last time I went. I had my picture taken a bunch of times, and I would definitely want to experience it again. And then there was pretty cool cosplays. I figured people would get really into it, but I was really impressed with some of these people's costumes. And then some were okay. They were like, oh, what are you? You know what I mean? But that was a lot of fun. So I'm watching the baby monitor again. She keeps moving. Okay, she's still asleep. But we're collecting... Oh, wow, I didn't even realize we already had 2 stacks and a half. So we're collecting quite a bit. Let me see how much this is going to give me. So that's 16. So we have 32 right now. I'm probably going to need more than that. Yeah. Alright, anyways, I'm watching the baby monitor and she's waking up, so I'm gonna have to end the episode here. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you want to. I'm also on Facebook, and always say I'm on Facebook. I am not on Facebook. Instagram and Twitter both have Shazone. And until my next video, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.